Hi, I'm Duncan McNabb, and this morning I'm in the Perthshire village of Pitcairngreen. And for mid-April it's kind of chilly, it's -3 this morning, but I'm starting a walk just outside the Pitcairngreen pub, and we're going for a trip around Bertha Loch. The walk itself starts about 30 yards up the road from the pub, and then we're heading out of the village towards the loch. So let's get going. Follow the path down till you reach the end of a narrow strip of trees, and you'll see a notice board with information about Bertha Woods. Just before you get to it, the path that we are after goes off to the left into the trees. At the end of this little strip of woodland, you come to a choice. This is a circular walk around Bertha Woods and Bertha Loch. So you can either go left, or as I'm going to do, I'm going to go up the hill, and I'm going to go around the woods and the loch in an anti-clockwise way. But we will eventually return exactly to this spot via the path that goes off to my left. Well, I've come to a part in the path. After climbing up the hill and along the top of the woods, the ground's starting to fall away, and there's a point in the path where it splits either to your right or downhill to your left, and it's downhill to the left that we are going to go. And as we follow the path gently down the slope of the hill, eventually you catch your first glimpse of Bertha Loch shining through the trees. Well, that's us arrived at the end of Bertha Loch, and we've got a little boathouse just over my shoulder here, and we're going to follow the path around behind that and cross over what in effect is the dam that creates Bertha Loch, and then we'll make our way down the opposite side of the loch back towards Pitcairngreen direction. It's just a glorious morning. It was worth getting up and starting the walk at 6:30 this morning in -3, but the sun is out now and the loch is looking spectacular, and it's just a pleasure to be out here. Well, the loch is way behind us now as the path weaves its way through Bertha Woods. And up behind me here is this huge pile of stones, which in actual fact is an ancient burial cairn, and whoever was buried there must have been quite special. It's a fair old size. Just beyond the burial mound you will find a large boulder on the right hand side of the path. Just beyond that, the path forms a T-junction and we want to turn left at this point. And keep your eyes open on the trees, because this is exactly where I spotted this fellow. Well, that's us back to where we headed off up the hill earlier on this morning, and we've done a complete loop and come back to this particular point, completing the circle round Bertha Wood and Bertha Loch. We've got a wee bit to go back towards Pitcairngreen yet, and on a sunny day, if the opening times permit, there might be an excellent pint of beer waiting for you at the Pitcairngreen Inn. Well, that's me just coming back to Pitcairngreen, where I started early on this morning when the frost was on the ground, and it's been a cracking morning, a great day for a walk, and it's worth going early when the air is still and you get all those wonderful reflections on Bertha Loch. I suppose the walk itself you could do in about an hour, going round the woods and the loch, but it's worth allowing a fair bit more time than an hour. Enjoy it, take your time, drink in the views, the woodland, the wildlife. It is absolutely wonderful, and it's just on the doorstep of Perth. I suppose from city centre we're maybe only about 4 miles away. So if you need to come from Perth, there's a bus that will take you from the bus station and drop you off right outside the Pitcairngreen Inn, which is where we started this morning and the beginning of the walk. So no excuses, get yourself out here and enjoy Bertha Woods and Bertha Loch. Happy walking.